Hi, Miss Shaka. This is my tutorial on how I made my front and back cover. This is the front cover. Um, I already went ahead and put in the measurements because I tried this once before and I messed up when I was doing it because I had way too many tabs open and it wasn't working. So I went to Siri and I looked up how many centimeters it needed to be. So it was 12.1 centimeters by 12.1 centimeters, and then I put that into pixels. So that's right here. We're going to go ahead and create it. Personally, when I like looking at a background, just before I do anything, I like adding color to it just because, I don't know, that personally, just that's how I like it. So I'm just going to add a white background right there. Now I'm going to go to my file and I'm going to open up the tombstone. This is where it based off of. So from here, this is this tombstone. I'm pointing to my screen like you can see what I'm pointing at. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut around the tombstone. So I'm going to just take out all of that, the bad, like all of this white. Alright, now I'm going to transform it because I want to make it stay flat up just like that. And yes, close out of ads. And now I'm going to just make this so it's more of a line, like straight across. So in order to do that, I gotta remove, and then I'm gonna set my softness down a little bit. Actually up a little bit, my bad. And just lower that. And no, up it. I did this all on Photoshop previously, so it's not gonna come out exactly. Also, I couldn't find the exact background, but it's okay. We're just gonna use a different space themed background. And hopefully it'll look equal to the same. When I did this at first, I wanted to make the bottom of here look very like rugged, like it was almost in the ground. But then I put it in space, so it didn't look right, but it was okay anyway. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the crown that I put on top. So zoom in for a little bit. So I'm gonna start, and I'm just gonna do the same exact thing that I did to the tombstone and just get rid of the background. We don't need it. And I know there's all this extra white around the back, but that's okay. We're just gonna leave it because as soon as we put it onto the tombstone, it'll look fine. All right, so hopefully I can cut all this out. I don't think I will, so you're gonna see me mess up a little bit. But anyway, so I just did this. I did messed up. I should have just done this from the start and just put it on the thing already, but it's okay. So then I did that, and I just copied the same step that I did from last time and removed the background. Now what I'm going to do is all I'm going to do is just transform it. So transforming it so it looks like we can put it on top of the grave, so like that, so like the ends are right here. The reason I used the gravestone and the king's crown is because the name of the thing was Legends Never Die. So I thought legends could be represented by a crown, and as well as die could be represented by obviously a gravestone. Alright, so now to make it look like the crown is sitting on top of the physical grave, I messed up there, sorry, my bad. All I'm gonna do is just erase the inner part, just like this, as much as I can, closing to going down, just like this, all around, making sure that it looks like it's on top of it, but we see a little bit here like it's not. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my move tool and make it a little bit bigger, and right there it looks about good. Right about there. Alright, so now all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna merge these layers together so that they're one layer. Just move them down, make them a little bit smaller. Alright, perfect. I can't do that because this isn't Pixlr. I mean, this is in Photoshop. Alright, so now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy. Now I'm going to save this. Save this right here to make it simpler. So I can just drag and drop it into that. You can name it whatever I want. Oh no. Sorry about that. I accidentally did Control Alt Delete. It's not what I want to do. I'm messing up a lot right now. Okay. King's Tomb. We're just going to name it that. I spelled Kings wrong, but that's okay. I meant to do that. I don't have an editing software, so you're going to have to see a lot of my mistakes. Alright, we save that to our downloads right there. Boom. Perfect. Just like that. Now I'm just going to try to make it center within the CD cover. So now I like to use space themed because this artist likes space, and a lot of his songs are really good and they're out of this world in my opinion. So I went ahead and I tried to find every image that I needed, but I couldn't find the exact space picture that I had. So I'm going to use one that I tried using for this project previously. This was the one that I tried using previously for the project. It doesn't look great with it, but it shows the demonstration of how I used the space theme. Again, like I said, I couldn't find the exact picture that I used. Okay, so now you can just delete this layer. This is just a personal. I don't know why I did it. It's just personally, it looks better for me. So then I just delete that layer, and now we're just stuck with these two right here. As soon as this is here and you have it moved to how you like it specifically, I think right here looks fine. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to merge this layer down to the other one so it's sitting on top and it's together as one piece. Perfect. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to add a text layer right on top. And since this is Pixlr, I'm not going to have the same exact text effect that I have via this one, but I'm going to get kind of close and I'm going to use a typewriter font that I found via another website. I downloaded it to my computer because I thought it looked cool. So I'm just going to start on the top, type in his name. Right there, boom. And leave it at the top. It's centered, perfect. And then we're going to type in, again, the name of the album. Boom. Just like that. I spelled Legends wrong. Shh. I spelled it right. And because I'm going to lower the font. Perfect. And just because I want to make it as neat as I can and make it as simple and as just like the other one, I'm going to do that. Alright, perfect. So, here's how I made my front cover. Obviously, it's not exactly, the gravestone is a little bit smaller on this one, and it's tilted a little bit more. Also, it's not the same background, but yeah, so that's how I made the front cover, and then I'm going to make another video showing how I made the back cover. If you want, you can merge all the layers together so it's just one big thing. You don't have to, but you can. Okay, this is how I made the front cover. Like I said, the background, I'm sorry I couldn't find the same picture. But yeah,